Chapter 18, Crimes of Passion. You and Charles sit glued to the TV, tuned into the local news for more details about Allison's death. Suddenly, Alicia comes on screen. It's her. Turn it up. Charles raises the volume, and you sit up even further, now on the literal edge of your seat. I'm here with the victim's twin sister, Alicia. What can you tell us about the events of tonight? I came home from my 7 o'clock Pilates class when I found her. My sister, my best friend, floating dead in the pool. Who would do such a horrible thing? Poor Alicia. How do you get through the loss of a twin? And asking who would do such a thing? That has to mean she was murdered. Suddenly a look of surprise washes over the news anchor's face. She puts a finger to her earpiece and nods. I'm receiving some late-breaking news here. The Oak Valley Police Department just released additional details on the victim. Ligature marks were found on Miss Barney's neck, suggesting the cause of death was strangulation. The murder weapon has yet to be uncovered. Alicia was right. Someone did murder Allison. From poison to strangulation, the killer is getting personal. And there's only one person I know with a personal vendetta against Allison. Sadie. Sadie isn't gonna get away with this. If it's the last thing I do, I'll make sure she goes down for all the hurt she's caused this street. But we don't have any proof, and false accusations are life-ruining. After what I've been through, even Sadie doesn't deserve to be accused without complete certainty. Complete certainty, just like your alibi. Charles, we've been together all day and night. There's no way anyone can suspect you of Allison's death. Yeah, unless you're in on it. Charles gives a bittersweet smile as you take his hand. It would be nice not to be everyone's number one suspect for once. Charles, this is cause for celebration. No one on the street can question you ever again. I wish I could celebrate that, but it doesn't change the fact that another neighbor of ours has lost her life. And you lost your home, and yep. You lapse into silence as the news continues, a sobering reminder of the horrors that have occurred on your street. Being strangled is so personal, intimate even. There's a reason why some people do it recreationally. Recreationally, you mean... I mean the kind of choking that both parties agree to. I've heard many people find it stimulating while in the throes of passion. Oh, Pixelberry's gonna talk about this. You better handle this with care. This is my jam right here. You seem to know a lot about this subject. Not choking necessarily, but bondage in general. Charles brings a hand to your cheek, his touch purposeful as he drags his thumb slowly across your cheekbone. There are countless forms of play that can result in intensely pleasurable experiences. A sultry look washes over his face and your heart rate picks up. Also a weird topic to have after you found out your neighbor was strangled. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, are you speaking from experience? His hand drops slightly, skimming your collarbones, and you let out a soft gasp. Maybe. His hand falls to your waist, and he pulls you in close. Giving up all control to your partner to do as they see fit, that kind of restriction can be exciting, thrilling. There's an invitation in his eyes, almost a dare, and you feel slickness spilled between your thighs in response. I think someone at Pixelberry is down bad, I'm just saying. Why don't you prove it? With pleasure. Charles leads you up to his bedroom, your pulse racing with every step. There, he looks at you with a delighted gleam in his eye. Have a seat at the foot of the bed. You follow his command and sit, heart pounding with anticipation. Are you comfortable? Let's just say I'm curious to explore the side of you. As am I. Now the real fun can begin. Take off your clothes, slowly, so I can watch. Run your fingers along the hemline of your dress, teasingly playing with it as you move it up inch by inch, exposing more and more of your leg. Charles licks his lips at the near side of your bare skin. Just like that. With a sway of your hips, you pull the dress over your head and drop to the floor, flinging it aside with your foot. Now, spread them. You spread your legs open, displaying how wet you already are through your underwear. Charles steps forward, positioning himself inches from your face. As you focus on the zipper of his jeans, he drops his head down and gives you a passionate kiss. Your hands begin to explore his body, grabbing at his shirt and lifting it over his head before flinging it aside. You moan around his tongue as you flatten your palm into his flexing abs, but suddenly his smoldering stare turns dark. Did I say you can touch? Sorry, these things have a mind of their own. You may need to restrain them. Any suggestions? Tie my hands. I feel like both are atypical. There's so many ways you can restrain hands. I'm just saying. Behind or above my head. He pushes you flat onto the bed, pinning your arms up above your head with his strong grip. This should keep you from getting out of line. You're a handyman with no rope. I'm depressed. You suddenly feel his fingers dipping into your panties. Oh, okay. I'll at least include this. Basically, he's using them as your rope. Your breath quickens as he ties them together with your underwear, twisting and looping the fabric until your wrists are held snug. Creative. Let's just say I've been wanting to try that for a while now. You lift your hips meaningfully, bringing his gaze to your core. You have me right where you want me. Take full advantage. I intend to. Let's just put it this way. It was tame, very kind of vanilla. You could tell Charles was new. I'll just say they never did anything in revolving around literally the topic that got you started, and here we are. Your vision blacks out for a second as your body shakes. You go limp on the bed, completely spanned, Charles collapsing breathlessly beside you. That was, amazing, exciting, powerful. He laughs and reaches over and unties your wrists. All of the above. You cuddle into each other's arms, catching your breath as Charles gently strokes your reddened wrists. So, it's clear tonight was quite a thrill for both of us. Sounds like a bud is coming. But it is something that you'd like to explore more, or should we keep it a one-time special? Let's do it again and again. It was very vanilla. Like, it really didn't go into the realm of, you know... I was hoping you'd say that. This was only the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore. And more boundaries to push. A lot more. Charles gives you a tender kiss, and you both let your heads hit the pillow, slowly drifting off to sleep. Early the next morning, you and Charles both jolt up in bed at the sound of someone's voice as it booms from outside the window. Attention! Attention, Vermilion Lane! Oh, what the hell is that? Someone who has no respect for their neighbors. The sun's barely up. The two of you quickly get dressed and head downstairs. Something tells me that now that she's dead, she can't accept being the president, so Sadie's took it upon herself to be the president. Outside, you're shocked to find the entire neighborhood gathering on the front lawn. Well, 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 look who it is. I can't believe she show her face right now. Does someone want to tell us what's going on? Sadie pushes her way through the crowd to Charles' front porch, tearfully speaking through the megaphone. There she is, the woman behind all the turmoil on this street. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm serious. I should have known. Only someone like you would pull a stunt like this. This is not a stunt, this is a reckoning. What is this about? Isn't it obvious? Faith wants all of her opponents out of the way so she can win the presidency. First Valerie, now poor sweet Allison. I'm terrified I'm next on her hit list. She lets out an over-the-top choke sob and your neighbors begin to murmur amongst themselves. She has a point. What do we really know about Faith? She moved to town and bodies started piling up. Please don't tell me you actually believe this delusional woman. She attacked Allison after the election. You see, Faith is just proving my theory. She's already made me her next target. Oh, that's enough. Faith and I were together all day and night yesterday. She never left my side. That only proves the two of you are in cahoots. Oh, I called it. Murderers do stick together after all. Oh my god, it all makes sense. That's why they got so close so fast. This is scary. Two of them on the same street. Nobody's safe. Wow. How are you all so gullible? You buy into her lies time and time again. When are you all going to wake up? You can't pretend that the pieces don't add up. Your secrets are out in the open now, Faith. I hate gullible people, I'm serious. Do you really want to play the innocent one, Kelsey? Fine then, let's talk secrets. You yank the megaphone from Sadie. Hey! Don't worry, your voice is loud enough for the megaphone. Well, let's start with Kelsey and her precious star student daughter, Nina, the sugar baby. What? Who's? Nina goes big. I saw her leaving the mayor's house late at night, and she wasn't there to discuss his policies. Yes, I have proof. When Kelsey thought Nina was studying abroad, she was really on vacation with her sugar daddy, all while posting about it on her blog. You're a liar! Are you so sure? Should I remind everyone what we all know about you? Me, I have nothing to hide. Oh, we're about to. Please. Like it's a matter of principle. I don't know what you're talking about. I saw you at the fair kissing the school principal. I guess that proves the little rumor, doesn't it? Kelsey, you promised that was a one-time thing. See, she confirmed it. Next time, you should try being a little bit more discreet. You drop the megaphone and whisper into Kelsey's ear. I think hard about whose side you're on. I wouldn't want to have to reveal whose bush the neighborhood had a roaring laugh over a few years ago. Faith, that's enough. Leave Kelsey alone. Gladly. Why don't we tell Vermilion Lane about your lies? And what lies would those be? How about the fact... Shit, this is a remembering one. You steal from your friends. Also the can't cook part. Oh, come now. You're just grasping at straws. Oh, then why did I see you sneaking out of an upstreet home wearing a pearl bracelet that wasn't yours? You saw that. Your husband definitely wasn't happy with you. And that's not all. Maury, do you want to tell your BFF Kelsey about the world's best mom mug you stole from her? That was you! That was a gift from my children! Oh, or the red lace bra you snatched from Sadie. You snake. My late husband gave that to me. For years I blame myself for misplacing it. This is too good. You downstreet wives are a real mess, though I can't say I'm surprised. Oh, I won't leave you out, Christine. Your dirty laundry is already discussed far and wide around here. Which is... You broke Kelsey's daughter's leg because she was your daughter's biggest lacrosse rival. Talk about vengeful. That's never been proven. Sadie attempts to snatch the megaphone from your hands, but fails. Stop trying to get the focus off yourself. Am I the only one tired of hearing such venom from the accused? That's rich coming from the most venomous of them all. You better watch your mouth. I know this town's top lawyers. I will sue you for all you're worth. No, it's not slander if it's true. I know you're in cahoots with the mayor. I saw you sneak away from him, too, to a cozy little bedroom at Valerie's wake. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what you two are in there doing. Not that I needed to. The noises coming from the two of you were practically loud enough to shake the house. What? Valerie's husband? She was your friend! That's not all. Valerie is planning to run for mayor herself, only she never got the chance thanks to Sadie. Now, a bit of warning to you all. She's on the hunt for her next wealthy older partner. Keep your spouses close. You don't want to risk her getting her claws into them. Your tactics have worked. As you look at your neighbors, you see them exchanging looks of suspicion and whispering behind their hands. We all know Kelsey and Sadie were hussies, but who would have guessed Mari was so shady? What did you call me? Why don't we see what sort of dirty laundry you're hiding, Jill? Now, if you'll all excuse me, I'm going to work on proving my innocence and Sadie's guilt, beyond a shadow of doubt. You shoot a pointed look at her before slamming the door and shut in all your neighbors' faces. Inside, Charles takes a look at the determination on your face, and he can't help but grin. Uh-oh, you're planning on breaking into someone else's property again, aren't you? Hell, she forgot about the pool boy. Shit, we could have gone on her for days. Damn right I am. And you're coming with me. Once your neighbors have dispersed, you and Charles hurry up street to the scene of the crime, Allison and Alicia's place. But as you approach the property, two police officers emerge from the backyard, grab hold of Charles, and duck behind a bush. Shh! The scene's been cleared, but what about the sister? Does she want an officer to stay with her for added security? She left to visit with family. I told her we'd check in later this evening. The other officer nods, and they get in the cop car and drive off, and Charles slyly tiptoe from out behind the bush. Leaving a crime scene wide open for anyone to walk into? Thank you, incompetent Oak Valley PD. No wonder the killer hasn't been caught yet. I'll remember that one detective, which is weird because they came to your house, is working on getting enough on Sadie, so... I'm just saying, she's a little sus too. She did come to your house. The two of you sneak into the backyard and make a beeline for the pool. You stare into its depths, the sparkling water looking dangerous and sinister. Poor Allison probably never saw it coming. Shaking yourself out of it, you walk along the perimeter of the pool looking for clues while Charles searches the deck. Nothing over here. There has to be some evidence that she was here. Suddenly, you catch a glimpse of something glimmering at the bottom of the pool and gasp. Charles rushes over to you as you point at the object obscured by the movement in the water. The news said no murder weapon had been found. Could that be it? There's only one way to find out, and it involves getting a little wet, or you could drain the pool. This could be the clue that brings everything together. Oh, for the love of Christ, are you serious? Yes. Shame I didn't bring up her swimsuit. You strip down your bra and panties, highly aware of Charles's eyes sweeping over your body. Shame isn't exactly the word I'd choose. Try to focus on what we're here to do. I'm definitely focused on something. You roll your eyes good-naturedly and place a finger under his chin, lifting his gaze to yours. While I dive in, your job will be to keep an eye out on the surroundings. The last thing we need is a neighbor catching us here. Charles' expression sobers and he nods seriously. Consider me on lookout duty. With a feeling of responsibility on your shoulders, you walk to the edge of the pool and ready for yourself to jump in. Dive in gracefully, hold my nose and jump. I don't think there's gracefully, because you're diving into literally the fluids and water that a woman died in. But, you know, hey, why not? You gracefully cut through the water and resurface, leaving Charles impressed. Who knew I was dating a pro diver? 10s all around. Okay, I'm going down. That's not the first time she's done that. Or the last time. Sorry. You swim down to the bottom of the pool, opening your eyes slightly underwater and catching a shimmer nearby. There. I just have to... You feel around the concrete floor until your hand brushes against something small and metal. Yes, got it. Grabbing the item carefully, you push off the floor of the pool and break through to the surface. I got it. Give me a hand. Charles bends down and takes your hand, helping you hoist yourself out of the pool. As water splatters around you, you open your palm. It's Valerie's HOA brooch. Why would that be in Allison's pool? This can't be the murder weapon, no shit. It proves Sadie killed Allison. How? It's not like you can strangle someone with a pin. No, but it's a concrete motive, this brooch, and what it represents exactly what Sadie so desperately wants. What if she came here and fought Allison for it? After what we saw yesterday, it's possible. But that leaves some unanswered questions. If she wanted the brooch so badly, why would she just leave it in Allison's pool? Because everything got heated and it was a crime of passion and she killed her when she probably least expected it. And where's the actual murder weapon? Charles grabs a towel from the nearby lounge chair and wraps it around you, rubbing your arms to warm you up. Thanks for watching out for me. Leading this investigation, going to the bottom of the pool without hesitation, you're the rock star. I'm only brave because of you. You make me feel safe. Like nothing bad can happen as long as you're by my side. He wraps his arms around you and pulls you close. How do you feel now? Like I could stay in your arms forever. He leans in and you meet him the rest of the way, planting a tender kiss on his lips. That was nice. He goes in for another kiss, but you stop him. Hold that thought. We haven't finished what we started here. And I definitely don't want to get caught on an active crime scene in my underwear. He laughs and nods as you pull your clothes back on. Right. You and Charles spread out by the bushes, scouring them for clues. Anything suspicious? Well, these flowers are in desperate need of TLC, but other than that, I'm coming up empty. I guess we can't expect Sadie to be stupid enough to leave the murder weapon at the actual crime scene, but maybe she was stupid enough to take it to her home with her? You peek through a gap in the fence between Sadie and the twins' property, and gasp at what you see. Hideous cherub statue. This is from the silent auction. Why does Sadie have the cherub statue from the silent auction? And why is its heart missing? Oh. Does that mean the harp was the murder weapon? Strangulation by harp, is that a thing? It depends. Did the harp strings actually, like, real strings? She could have used one of the strings. Suspicions peaked, you start to scale the fence. That missing harp has to be involved somehow. We just need to find it. Charles, give me a boost. What if she's home? It's Wednesday afternoon. She has her standing appointment with Elias, the massage therapist, remember? How could I forget? Charles catches your right foot with his hands and helps boost you over the fence. He then watches Charles uses his upper body strength to easily pull himself up and over, landing gracefully on the other side. Show off. Your eyes go straight to her pool house and a triumphant grin spreads across your face. You grab Charles's hand. I know where just to look for this investigation. Come with me. You and Charles cut across the yard and slip inside. Nothing pops out at you straight away until you spot a big gift bag tucked away in a corner. I wonder what's inside. You open the gift bag, rearing back in disgust as you find... Is that a man's thong? There's a note in here. Wear this the next time you're cleaning the pool, XOXO Sadie. You fling the thong across the room where it knocks a tin off a shelf with a clatter, sending slips of paper flying across the floor. Oops. You and Charles scramble to pick up the papers, but you pause as the wording on them catches your eye. You know, you act like he wore it already. It was brand new. There are more notes. That diamond-encrusted watch would look great on your wrist, but that hand of yours has to put in the work first. Look how discolored some of the paper is. These notes have to go back a few years. The question is Sadie keeping them all neatly tucked away like this, or is Finn's? But your pondering is interrupted when an angry voice comes from behind you. What the hell are you doing here? Uh-oh. Oh, you would give us one of those. Alright, well that was short, even with all the diamond choices. With that being said, excuse me. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description, plenty of links and things to support this channel, this community, and things to check out. Also, ways to become more an intricate part of this community. With that being said, once again, thank you all for watching. It's very much appreciated. Again, there's a lot of finger pointing going on. There really is. So, if you want just a quick TLDR, who, what, when, where, and why, yes, I have not forgot the detective, the clumsy detective, by the way, who, air quote, was working on a case for Sadie. She could have motive. She could have a reason. Remember, well, she did. Remember Sadie and the ruining her house and everything else and the money, bankruptcy, etc. There was literally and figuratively a reason for the reason why she would hate Sadie. And maybe she's working a long con game and she's put you onto this as an scapegoat, even if something happens to her, and or you helping to set up Sadie. You know, I'm not gonna automatically, because her being just a piece of work, um immediately point a finger at her and go, she must have done it. Yeah, no, right? Because plenty of those things throughout history, especially in court cases and whatnot, typically is what leads to a lot of, like, the killer and whatnot, the guilty party, basically, not being found, and, things like that. Literally and figuratively, you know, life in a way mirrors stories, right? So the detective, yeah, no, I'm sure some of you are going, you do have a point. There's also a lot of people vying for Sadie, if you want to be honest. So the suspect pool actually increases. I know, I'm not helping her. Um, the suspect pool actually increases because all the people vying for Sadie's love and attention and wanting to be with her. We've got the pool boy, we've got the mayor who had vested interest in even, you know, Valerie's downfall, etc. So there are a lot of people who could be doing it for Sadie's attention or love or whatever sick, twisted bullshit. And then again, I don't think the neighbors on the street, who all are incompetent buffoons at this point, let's be honest, we established that. Um, I don't think any of them have done it, but I think, again, love interest for Sadie, possibly Sadie, and the detective are the suspect pool as we sit here. Remember, this is chapter 18. I'll just make a quick softball guess. I'd say this will go on for another 3 chapters. 2 of which before we find out who's the guilty party, at the very minimum. I doubt chapter 19 we will find anything out and we'll find out who's guilty. I really doubt it. Also, for the whole choking thing, come on, Pixelberry! In a way, I'm glad they didn't touch it, but at the same time, they brought it up, which is going to make people vested, interested, and etc. for people who do not know it. So I will go ahead and cover it since Pixelberry did it. Please, if you are going to do that with a partner, be safe, be careful, because it is something that has led to people being a little overly enthusiastic and permanently or temporarily harming their partner and or extinguishing their life. I'm not even kidding. If you put too much pressure around the neck, you can end up doing a lot of damage there. You can even cause them to not be able to speak, and this is some of the defense people use. To, you know, they didn't know, they didn't say the safe word, yada, yada, yada. You aren't putting pressure on the neck from a forward position. You have to be very careful, and I would say before you do it with your partner, practice without being in the moment. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Practice without being in the moment. Establish what you need to do, what hurts, what doesn't, and then go from there. That's all I'm gonna say. It is something that is quite well and quite exquisite, but it is something that you do need to be very careful about, and I do want to do and cover that because Pixelberry, again, they brought it up, and I know it's going to pique some people's interest without Pixelberry covering it. I was hoping that they would safely and diligently cover it, and that's something that we would have leaned to in that scene. None of that actually happened. The only thing it was biting a neck. That was it. Which, you know, unless you're a vampire or a werewolf, there's really no harm in doing that. So, anyway, once again, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you found the end of this video enlightening, and I don't know, something, anything. Let me know in the comments. Catch you all later. Peace out.